Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading, but before we dive into it, I wanted to give a huge shout out to my jewelry company LunaGem. We are having a massive sale plus giveaway. If you have not heard of us before, we hand make gorgeous beaded bracelets using all different types of crystals that have different healing properties, and we make each bracelet according to your wrist size so it fits you perfectly, and they are also made with gold fill so you can wear them in water and they do not tarnish. Plus we have tons of other jewelry on the website including different crystals so you can browse through all the different items. And again, we are doing a huge sale where you get 20% off plus a giveaway. So anytime that you make a purchase, you get automatically entered into the giveaway where you could win up to $200 of extra prizes in your package and extra products. So if you are wanting to enter that giveaway, every time you place an order goes to one entry, and there's going to be 10 winners total that get up to $200 of free products in their package when we send it out. And all the information will also be linked down below in the description box. I am so excited about this sale and giveaway, and I hope you are too. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right back into today's pick a card reading. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading all on the topic of who is your soulmate, and this is going to be a super in-depth reading. As you can see, we actually have 10 piles going on over here, and the reason being is because this top row up here is going to be the section that's going to talk about the personality and all the different things about your soulmate, like the qualities, possibly how you're going to meet them or the stage of life that you'll be in when you meet your soulmate. It's going to be all about them. And then over on this bottom row, this is going to be what they look like, so more about their appearance and their physicality and things like that. So this is going to be a very in-depth reading all on the topic of your soulmate so that you'll know exactly how to recognize them, who they are. So we're gonna just try to get as much information as possible in today's video. I hope you're stoked about it because I'm really excited to get into this video. I think it's gonna be such a fun one. The way that this video works, if you're new to pick a card readings, these are our tarot cards. We use the tarot cards and the oracle cards to get guidance and messages from spirit for your highest good at this time. And today's question is all about the topic of who is your soulmate. And then over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And depending on which pile you're the most drawn towards in this top row, that's going to reveal all about the personality of your soulmate, who they are, all types of things along the lines of that. And then you are going to pick a card from the second row as well, which is going to reveal more about the looks. So again, pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can choose one card from this top row and one card from this bottom row, and then use them together to get your most personal in-depth reading on the appearance of your soulmate, the personality of your soulmate, and all of that. There's timestamps linked down below so that you can easily navigate to the section of the video where we dive into your personal reading depending on which pile that you choose. And again, you're going to choose 2 piles, one from the top row, one from the bottom row, and then again, timestamps are linked down below so that you can skip right ahead. We have crystals on top of the piles as well, so you can use your intuition to see which pile, which card, which crystal you are the most drawn to, especially when thinking about the topic of who is my soulmate. What is their personality, and then what do they look like? And as you focus on those 2 different questions, tap into your intuition and see which pile stands out to you the most or calls to you the most. And if you have troubles visually picking a pile, another trick that you can do is close your eyes, and then when choosing for the top row, you say, okay, my intuition, show me the number that's going to reveal my soulmate and their personality, and then wait for a number between 1 and 5 to pop into your head. And then the first number that just appears into your mind without you even thinking about it, that is your intuition speaking to you, and that is going to be the group that is going to reveal everything for you regarding your soulmate. And then again, you're going to do that for the second row as well. And then again, there's timestamps down below so you can easily navigate through this video. I am so stoked to get into it with you. I know that was a bit of a long intro, but I just wanted to make sure that this video is clear on how it works. And woo! With that being said, take a moment, pause the video if you need to, so find your pile, and then I'm going to see you in your reading. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. All right, my group ones, if you chose this pile, this is going to reveal all about your soulmate. So let's see who they are. Okay, my group number ones, we have the Ace of Wands being reversed, then we have the Star reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, Magician upright, and then the Two of Swords upright. So your soulmate, one thing I can tell you for sure is your soulmate is more of an introvert. The fact that we have the Queen of Cups reversed, the Two of Swords upright, the Ace of Wands being reversed, this person is much more internal, they're much more introverted, and they're much more protective over their emotions. This person is definitely an empath, and they feel things very deeply. And I also feel like this person might feel things almost a little bit too deeply at times. They're just much more in tune with emotions, which makes them a bit harder to open up to right at first. So you might notice when you meet this person that they seem shy or they seem aloof, or you might not even know that they're interested in you when they actually are. And I do feel like this person has a few different insecurities where they close themselves off, and I do feel like this person is going to be shocked to find out that you like them, and they're kind of like, wait, what? You like me of all people? This person, I just feel like yeah, they have a little bit of those insecurities, but they're a very sweet person. That's something I can tell you for sure. They are very sweet, and a little bit to the point where it is hard to get them to open up at first, and they might be a little bit of a people pleaser, but as you get to know them, they will eventually break through those walls and you will see a lot of their magic. This person is such a fun person to get to know. The fact that we have the Magician, they are incredibly creative, incredibly imaginative, and they just love the more mystical things in life. I wouldn't even be surprised if this person is into fantasy. They like fantasy movies or fantasy books or other just sort of things where they can dive into more of their imagination and use that. And this is just a very fun person once you get to know them. And even off the bat, I do feel like they're a fun person too, but again, it just takes them a little bit of time to warm up, especially to new people. I get the feeling that they're a bit shy and not very talkative when they first meet somebody. However, once you get to know them, they really open up. Their talkative nature comes out, and they're actually very skilled and very talented, but they are very humble. They are not going to be the show-off type of person. They would rather they'd rather die than be the center of attention. However, they have a lot of things that they can show off, a lot of great skills that as you get to know them, you're like, wait, you're so good at that. For example, I feel like this person might be into art or something like that, but they might be very humble to the point where they're like, no, I don't really have any skills or anything like that. And then all of a sudden you see what they've created, you see what they've done, and then it's kind of mind blowing, and you're like, what? You're literally so good at this. And I also get the feeling that as you get to know this person and as you begin your relationship with this person, you're going to be one of their biggest encouragements of unlocking all of their inner magic. And they also might be doing the same for you as well. Because a lot of the times our soulmates are very much reflections of who we are, and that's why they're our soulmates, because we're similar in nature. So you might be even listening to this being like, that kind of sounds like me in a way, but that's because soulmates are very similar in nature a lot of the times. And yeah, so I do feel like both of you will be encouraging each other a lot to kind of open up and come out of each other's shells. And that's going to be, I think, one of the most magical parts of your relationship. I'm also getting that this person likes more private relationships. This is not the kind of person that wants to go straight to social media and start posting about the new person that they're dating. They're a lot more private and a lot more intimate. And one thing I can tell you is this person, once you get to know them, they are so deep. They are incredibly deep. They are not some surface level. And the fact that we also have Ace of Wands reversed lets me know that this person is not the type of extroverted social type of person. You're not going to meet this person at a bar. You're not going to meet this person in some big group somewhere. And if you do, it's going to be they're going to be like, why am I even here? I kind of want to go home. It's just not their thing to go out into big crowds or big groups or be super extroverted or the center of attention or anything like that. They are a lot more of a homebody. And I think one of your most magical times with this person will be your memories that you create being more homebodies together. So that's going to be one aspect of each other. I also feel like this person, when you meet them, they have kind of lost faith in certain things. I do feel like perhaps they've lost faith in themselves. The fact that we have star reversed almost lets me know that this person will have gone through something, or some sort of struggles they've dealt with have made them sort of lose direction or lose hope. And I feel like when you two kind of meet and you're able to kind of support them and say like, hey, you have incredible skills that should not be ignored, and you're undermining yourself a lot. I feel like you're going to reawaken the hope in this person and reawaken that spark that was sort of missing, because maybe they doubt themselves too much. They're way too critical, way too hard on themselves. And you're going to be part of the reason why they reawaken a lot of their magic and start to find more success in their life. So that's going to be a big theme that happens throughout your relationship with them. And let's go ahead and dive into some more cards here to get some more information on your person. So my group ones, let's see more about your soulmate. So act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Let's focus on this card. Act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Oh, I love that. So that, I feel like, is a little bit of a message for those of you who have not met this person yet. Act as if your partner is here, especially if you've been trying to manifest your soulmate into your life. This is like a key on how to manifest your soulmate. If you act as if they are already here, right now, that energy calls them in. And I just got a message for you, my group ones. Your soulmate has already been trying to manifest you. I feel like this person's so imaginative and they want love so much. And they are at a moment in their life where they maybe feel quite lonely. Maybe they haven't been in a relationship in a really long time. Maybe they've never been in a relationship before, at least not a serious one. And they really want that. They want to open up. They want a partner in their life. So yeah, they're trying to manifest you right now too. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for my group ones. All about your soulmate. I feel like these cards want to come out. We have enlightening, wholeness, and exploration. So exploration makes me feel like although this person is introverted, I feel like they like to travel and they like to learn, and they like to maybe learn about different cultures, or they're even like really worldly knowledgeable, and they like to know things that are sort of out of the box. Especially from like regular topics, they're more interested in just more bigger topics, bigger things, not so much surface level stuff. And they're also into more wholesome things. Like this person, they like a wholesome night at home. You know, when you cook a beautiful dinner and you do it from the center of your heart, you know, rather than trying to go out on a night on the town to show off your cool new car. Like that's not wholesome to them. You know, this person is much more into the wholesome things in life. And they also are very deep thinkers. And I think that conversation means a lot to them. So let's go ahead and find out some more about your soulmate here. We have a change in the wind. And then we also have come to the edge. Oh, wow. You're going to really open this person up. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. And I think you're going to open each other up, actually, because this come to the edge card is making me feel like the beginning of both of your relationship is sort of like both of you are having to kind of like take that risk to kind of open up further than you ever kind of have let yourself before. And it's sort of like taking a chance and needing to, take that risk. It's like come to the edge and dive off with me, you know? So like this is the essence of falling in love. I feel like this person is going to fall in love with you quite quickly. However, they may have a hard time expressing it, but I feel like you're going to see it. You'll see it in their facial expressions. You'll see it in the way that they treat you and all of that. And there's going to be a whirlwind when you two meet. It's just a total whirlwind where both of you just, once you come into each other's lives, your lives change so much because of the impact that both of you have on each other when you come into each other's lives. So let's get some more info on this. I do feel like you're going to inspire this person to follow their dreams that they've maybe never considered doing before, or they never thought was possible, especially with that star card being reversed. It's almost like this person never thought that their bigger dreams were possible, so they never even tried to go for it. They never considered it. But when you come into their lives, it's like you see their potential, you see their magic, you see all of their skills. And I feel like you're going to really inspire them with this enlightening card to change things up. And there's going to be a whole whirlwind happening in each other's lives as you two come together and as you two fall in love. And it's just, you're both making each other ascend. You're both inspiring each other and being so supportive. Like, this is such a healthy, beautiful relationship. And it's like, it's one where you're just like, yeah, this is literally my person who I want to be with forever, because they make me better. They make me see my worth. They make me climb higher and realize more of my potential than I would have ever realized on my own, you know? So they really are such a benefit to have into your life. But let's see, what else do we have for you? My group one's all about your soulmate. Let's see. Ooh, I really feel like that one. Ooh, the death card. Okay, so this one is a massive shift, a massive change. And it's when the old aspect of you dies, because, and it's not like a physical death, this is a metaphorical death. For example, when we go through such a massive change that our old self is just no longer who we are anymore. So our old being, our old self goes through a transformation and goes through a sort of like death. And then there's a rebirth of a new version of us. So as you two meet each other, it's sort of this death and rebirth of like, oh my gosh, like you're making me realize who I really am. You're inspiring me. You are my biggest support, my biggest rock, my biggest guiding light. And I think that both of you, it's like such an amazing support system between both of you and such a beautiful, harmonious relationship. I also feel like you two are going to illuminate each other's shadows or each other's insecurities, but in a way that's healing, not in a way that's triggering. I'm talking about a way that's healing. So you illuminate these more insecurities or these shadow aspects of each other, but in such a way that it's like this loving, healing energy of like, you don't need to have that shadow anymore. You don't need to have that insecurity because it has no basis, right? So it's sort of like a very healing relationship as you two come together, which is going to be very, very beautiful. And let's go ahead and dive into our Astro Dice to get any more information here. And then remember to choose your second card from the second row if you haven't done so yet, so that you can find out more about the looks of your soulmate. But let's go ahead and see any last information about your soulmate, including possible zodiac signs. So we have the 8th house over here. We have Mars. So Mars in Gemini in the 8th house. One thing I can say is there is Aries, Scorpio, and Gemini energy going on over here. Aries, Scorpio, and Gemini. And our last little message for you is that this person, you will realize that this person is full of so much life, so much passion, but it comes out in a very deep way. And this person, you're gonna have such an intimate relationship with this person and get to know each other deeper than anyone ever has before. And perhaps you're also at a stage of your life where maybe not many people know the true depths of your soul, but this person's gonna get to know you on the deepest level. And that type of vulnerability is gonna make you fall in love with each other even more. And even though that might sound scary hearing it now, like, oh my God, I don't wanna be that vulnerable. Trust me, once you're with this person, you'll actually desire to be, because this person is just so supportive and so healing to be around. And you both transform each other, because the 8th house is all about transformation and intimacy and shared assets. Like, this person really wants to help you, and you are also going to really want to help this person. It's like both of you are really wanting to work together and create a harmonious, like, passionate, successful relationship. And the Mars energy that we have going over here is like, this person's gonna want to bend over backwards for you. They're gonna want to take a lot of action to help you because they want to see you be your best. And the Gemini energy means that this is coinciding between both of you. Both of you are gonna desire to go to great lengths for each other. Both of you are going to desire that energy. It's going to be very equal of giving and receiving. This relationship is not one-sided. It is very equal, very supportive, very transformative in the best ways, and very deep. And it's vulnerable and intimate and safe. So even though it's vulnerable, it's also safe. This is a safe relationship. And I feel like this person just really wants to support you, and it's just very deep and very wholesome and very beautiful. So that is what we have here. Again, remember to pick your second card as well, and I'll see you in that other reading. I'm sending you all so much love. That is all about the personality of your soulmate and a little bit about who they are. And you're definitely going to meet them in this stage of your life, where perhaps you are going through a more insecure time and they are as well. But as you meet each other, it's sort of just like, it lights you up. And this person like fades your insecurities because they're different than anybody you've ever met before. So that's when they're going to come into your life. That's when you're going to find them. Exploration could also mean that you two meet each other through travel, or through some means that is like online, or through something sort of like intimate that deals with getting outside of your comfort zone, such as like meeting at a yoga class or something like that. Something that maybe is getting you out of your comfort zone a little bit. I feel like you're gonna meet in that way. So anyway, that is what we have here. Thank you again so much for joining me here for today's video. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 2s, if you chose this pile, let's go ahead and discover who your soulmate is. All right, my group 2s, we have the World, we have the 8 of Pentacles being reversed, Queen of Wands being reversed, 9 of Wands upright. Bunch of wand cards, which is a very fiery energy. Your person, I feel like, has like a spark. They love spontaneity, they love fun, they love excitement. However, when you do first meet them, one thing that I'll say is that when we have the 8 of Pentacles being reversed, this person might feel a little bit overworked, to the point where maybe they've reached a little bit of burnout in some way, and maybe they're wanting to like reignite their passions, reignite their spark. And so when you first meet them, I do feel like they kind of want a career change or a career shift. Perhaps they feel like they are working hard, but yet not making the type of money that they want to quite yet. And this person is kind of like fiery. They want to change. They want to have fun in life, and they also want to have fun in their career and other things like that as well. They want to create a life that is like zestful, that's full of like passion and love and all types of things like that. One thing that I'm also getting is that your person is possibly from a different background or culture than you. When we have the World showing up in regards to talking about who your soulmate is, this lets me know that they might be from another country or from another ethnicity or another cultural background than you. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of like fiery passion and heat between you both. And I do feel like when we have the World upright, you two are going to get along extremely well, even though you're from maybe different cultural backgrounds. I do feel like when you two come together, there's just like a lot of support and a lot of love and a lot of interest as well in each other and in the background that you two have and all sorts of things like that. But I do feel like they are possibly either born somewhere else, or yeah, just possibly from somewhere else in the world. Then also with our 9 of Wands being upright over here, this person has been through certain things that have definitely like caused them to close their heart at certain points in their life. However, I do feel like when you meet them, they are ready to open back up. They are ready for that. They want that. 9 of Wands, when it's upright, is a type of person who's really persistent, and your person is the type that's like, I'm not going to give up even when it gets hard. And this person is very motivating, and I feel like they have really big dreams, to be honest with you. The fact that we have World and then the Queen of Wands, even though she's reversed here, I feel like this person has really big dreams. And they also like other people that have a lot of ambition as well. Your person has so much ambition, and I would not be surprised if like they end up being some sort of overachiever, or they end up working really hard to create like a very like wealthy and abundant life. Even though I do feel like when you meet them, they kind of feel like they haven't met that quite yet. Even though they may already be decently successful when you meet them, I feel like in their own eyes, they're like, no, this is not where I want to be yet. I want to take this much further and into bigger visions, bigger places. And the fact that they are so persistent and determined and dedicated, I have no doubt that this person will achieve really great things in their life. Also with the Nine of Wands, they are so ready to be vulnerable and to fall in love. And I am also getting the feeling like this person may fall really quickly for you, and they may move a bit fast. So when you meet them, you may be like saying I love you pretty fast, like maybe faster than kind of is standard or normal. This person also may want to move in with you pretty fast. They may want to marry you quite quickly, because I just feel like when they meet you, they're ready and they're determined. And this person knows what they want and they know what they don't want, and they will shut down things that they don't want. Let me tell you, the Queen of Wands coming up, this person, when they don't want something, they will let you know. And when they want something, they will also let you know. I feel like this person is quite vocal, quite expressive, and they like to communicate. They like to be open. I also feel like this person possibly is into spirituality in some way, shape, or form, or at least has some sort of like faith or religion that they hold near and dear, or some sort of value system that they hold near and dear. I do feel like this person has good values, and yeah, they are just quite ambitious. I'm going to tell you that. And if you are listening to this right now and you're like, that kind of sounds like me, I'm a pretty ambitious person, I like things like that. Well, one thing I'll say is soulmates are usually very similar, which is why they're soul mates, because their souls understand each other. Their souls are very similar. So if you're listening to this right now and you're like, I have a lot of ambition, I have a lot of big dreams, blah, 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 then you know, your soulmate's very similar to you, which is, again, very, very common to have. Even if you're listening to this and you're like, wait, that doesn't quite sound like me, that's okay too. There are differences in soulmates, but there are also certain things that will be common ground between you two. But again, I do feel like this person, they're very passionate, very fiery. They like spontaneity. They like to have fun. They are ambitious. They have big goals and dreams. And they also get inspired by other people who have big goals and dreams too. Like this person is going to be very motivating, and they like action. So I also feel like this is the type of person that if you go on vacation with them, they're not necessarily the person that's just going to like want to read by the pool. They're the type of person that is probably going to want to go on adventures and go exploring and see things, learn about things, do activities. Like this is a more active person is what I'm feeling like, and much more action oriented. We have quite a few cards that came out from this particular deck, so let's go into it. So we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. This is making me feel like you may meet this person slightly later on in life, like maybe late 20s, early 30s, maybe around that age, maybe even later 30s for some of you. However, I'm getting that Spirit is saying most of you will meet this person late 20s, early 30s, and then for some of you that maybe you're already at that age and you haven't met this person yet, I am feeling like you will meet them prior to being 40, but have patience. Love is patient and kind always. This person is, your person is a little bit impatient, and you might be a little bit like that too. And there's a guidance message from Spirit coming through saying have patience, because this person is absolutely worth the wait. And then we also have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. I feel like this person likes to show through action, and that makes sense because we have double wand cards here, which wands are all about action. This is a very action-oriented person, and they're going to show and express their love to you through action, through acts of service, doing things for you, buying you gifts, going on adventures with you. Like, this person is very much action-oriented. I'm also feeling like touch is going to be really important to them. So we also have look to your inner strength. You're stronger than you realize. This person they are all about finding strength and motivating and finding motivation. I also wouldn't be surprised if this person is really into like self-development and things like that in order to, be productive and be motivated and do all things like that. So yeah, we also have you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. One other thing that I want to say with the Eight of Pentacles being reversed is that when you meet this person, so I do think that they're an overachiever, a little bit of an overworker. The Eight of Pentacles reversed can also indicate that this person is not quite in the exact career that they want to be when you meet them. Like, they might be working a particular job, but maybe they also have a side thing that they're creating, like a side business or something like this, where it does take a lot of their time, but they have a vision. And again, they're a very determined type of person. And this is the type of person that they're going to motivate, like, you can do anything you choose. You are limitless. You can do anything you put your mind to. And they're that type of person. And I do feel like they're going to be going through some big developmental stages when you do meet them, especially with this card being reversed. And they're trying not to get distracted. They might be very focused, and it might take quite a bit of their time, but like, I feel like it's going to be really worth it because where they're going is such a abundant place. And I do feel like, since this is your soulmate, you both are going to be like very motivating for each other. And I feel like both of you are going to really want to support the big goals and dreams that you two have. The fact we also have the World coming up, I really feel like this person has amazing potential to like create something that's very big or very like worldly known or something like this. Maybe their work is something that could go more globally, or they could be building a sort of business or something like this where they can work remotely and travel, because I do feel like this person is quite adventurous. I'm getting a very adventurous vibe from this person. They love adventure, they love to explore, and anytime that they feel like super tied down by like schedules or responsibilities, that's where they kind of get a little bit frustrated and a little bit kind of like, ugh. But they are working towards having more freedom. Freedom is really big for them. And I feel like freedom is probably going to be really big for you too. And becoming limitless together. So that's what we're getting over here. Let's go ahead and dive into some more cards. Let's dive into these ones next. So my group twos, more about your soulmate. Let's see. What else do we have for my group two's soulmate? Oh, a lot of cards are wanting to come out for your pile. I feel like your person has a lot to say. They are very expressive. They have a lot to say. I feel like when you introduce them to people, they're actually going to be able to get along with people very easily and be really communicative and open up. And I just feel like they're good at socializing. They're good with meeting people and having conversations and creating laughter and talking about funny things. I also feel like this person has a great sense of humor, by the way. I'm getting definite like humorous, funny kind of vibes. I'm also getting from the Queen of Wands being reversed that this person, they like banter, and they also like, those jokes that are like silly and sort of like, how do I explain this? Their humor is like fun, and they don't mind being made fun of, and they don't mind like poking fun at other people, but in a very humorous way. I really want to make that clear. Like, this person will make you laugh with what they say, because they have such a humor. And like, yeah. Anyway, I feel like you're going to find them very, very funny. We also have the card of understanding coming through. So this person, they want to understand and they want to be understood. And this person, like if you two ever get into a disagreement or a really deep conversation of any kind, like this person wants to be understood very quickly, I feel like, and wants to also understand very quickly. Intelligence, this person is very smart. Would not be surprised if they have some sort of really neat type of degree or type of schooling under their belt, or at least a lot of really amazing skills that are a little bit more rare, and they just are very smart and can talk about their accomplishments or their work and their skills a lot. And I feel like it's going to actually be quite entertaining to listen to hear about, like, oh, how did you learn that? And like, where did you learn how to do that? How do you do that? You know, I feel like it's going to be really fun to talk to them about those things. We also have the card of devastation. This one, I feel like this person has been through some stuff in their life, like hard things that maybe they don't talk about a whole lot. And maybe they don't open up about a lot, but you're going to hear about those things. And I feel like this person on the surface, like they're very like happy-go-lucky, that you'd probably never guess that they've gone through like hard times. But then I feel like as you get to know them, you'll hear about that and you're like, whoa, you're like really deep and really like, how did you overcome that and become the personality that you are today? We also have the card of healing and the card of being ordinary. One of the things that I feel from the being ordinary card is that this person wants anything but, anything but being ordinary. But at the same time, like this person is they're so unique. And I think at times where they have gone through those struggles, they've actually really wanted to have an ordinary upbringing or an ordinary life. Maybe they've wanted that. But however, I do feel like when you meet them, they've really grown into their uniqueness, and it's who they are. And they're not ordinary, right? But maybe through times of their childhood or through growing up, they've kind of wished, like, I wish I had an ordinary upbringing. I wish I had the ordinary life. And you might hear them talking about that and getting vulnerable about that. But at the same time, it's like those things made them who they are. And even though they're not quite ordinary, they are such a beautiful human being, and you'd never want to change them at all. Anyway, we're getting deep right now. I'm feeling the emotions of this. Wow. Okay. We also have the card of healing. I feel like as you two come together, it's going to be so healing, and they are going to feel very healed by you, because I do feel like the life that you are going to make with this person is going to be so opposite of the life that they grew up with, and that is going to be beautiful. So they grew up kind of with some sort of devastation, either with parents who divorced or some sort of like hardship or upbringing that is, again, not your normal average upbringing. And they really want to bring that to their future children or to their life with their partner. They want a more harmonious, more kind of like, yeah, like balanced situation. And you are going to be able to bring in that healing for this person, and vice versa. You might also have a background like this, and maybe you two relate on that in some way, shape, or form. Or perhaps one of you is just amazing at being so supportive to the other that there's this beautiful healing and this acceptance, and then this beautiful way of creating a much more harmonious, beautiful life for your future together. So that's coming through very strongly, and I'm feeling a lot of emotions with that. I feel like you two will have a very deep emotional connection on this topic. I feel like it's going to be a very big topic for you two, but let's go ahead and get any more information on this group for you. My group 2 is all about your soulmates. Let's see. So we also have love. Oh, there's going to be such a deep, fiery love between you two, like passionate. There's going to be a very strong attraction between you two. And And then we also have sovereign. Again, this person, they like their freedom and they also want you to have your freedom. Not in the sense of like not being monogamous. I do feel like this person, like they like monogamy. So don't get me wrong there. But sovereign as in they don't want to be controlled by external life circumstances, such as having to work a 9 to 5 every day. I do feel like this person is going to work something kind of different than most people, or at least will be building that sort of life because they like their freedom. They want to have autonomy over their day, their schedule, to be able to travel the world, to be able to also make the amount of money that they want to. So they will be in creation of that as you two are together. Maybe they will have already created it when you meet them, but I do feel like they're kind of working on it when you meet them. We also have the pillar over here. And this is a very sturdy, solid energy. This person is your rock, and both of you are each other's pillars. And together, I feel like you're going to create so much more together, so much more expansion, so much more solidity in each other's lives, which is going to be beautiful. And that is all about the energy of your soulmate, my group twos. That is your person. So if you also want to know about the appearance and the looks of your person, definitely be sure to also pick the second card from the second row if you haven't already, and then go ahead and I will see you in the looks section of the video to reveal all about what your soulmate looks like. So thank you so much for joining me here. I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group threes, if you chose this pile, this is going to reveal all about who your soulmate is. So let's go ahead and find out. All right, my group threes, we have the Three of Cups to start us off. Then we have the Hangman, we have the Hierophant being reversed, and then the Page of Cups being reversed. One thing that I'm feeling really fast is that you are likely going to meet your soulmate when you are young. Like this could be before your life has really developed a whole lot quite yet. This could be like young 20s, or possibly even like in college or in high school or something like that. But you're also likely to meet this person through friends or through some sort of like celebration or going out. I am feeling like you're going to meet them in person through sort of a more natural meeting and sort of thing. But I also get the feeling like your soulmate is somebody who is not super traditional. This person has maybe walked away from the types of structures or traditions that they were raised with. So this could be, for example, like maybe they were raised Catholic and maybe they're realizing like, I don't resonate with that and I'm on my own path. When the Hierophant shows up reversed, this person is sort of on their own spiritual journey and sort of shifting from the norm and shifting from what they grew up with. So your soulmate is somebody who is perhaps like on their own journey, on their own path. Perhaps you are as well, because one thing I'll say is a lot of the times our soulmates are really similar to us. And of course our soulmates are going to be similar to us. They're our soul mates. And that's why we relate to them so much. And that's why we get along with them so well, is because we usually feel very understood by them. So perhaps you are also somebody who's going through something similar, or has gone through something like that. But your person, I feel like when you meet them, they're still sort of figuring themselves out and figuring out their path. And there could be a time in your relationship where things feel like slow or paused. However, I do feel like things will move with this person, and especially as you two figure things out, or maybe you two are together, but maybe you just have a long relationship before you guys like get married or anything like that. Because again, I feel like when you meet this person, you are going to be quite young. So there's a lot to still learn. There's a lot to still develop within life together when you meet them. I feel like they also really have such close friends that mean so much to them. Their friends are like, and the people in their life mean so much to them. They're also a very genuine, good person. They are supportive. They are going to celebrate your successes. They are going to celebrate your wins. This is the type of person, they are proud of you. They're also proud to show you off. They are proud to like take you out and just have a good time with you. They are a fun person who is also, I feel like, a little bit of a hopeless romantic is something that I'm kind of getting from our 2 cup cards that we have. The fact that we have 2 cup cards, let me say, your person is most likely going to be a water sign, or at least have some major sort of water sign attributes. So my water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. However, if they're not a water sign, they'll at least have the water sign attributes, which is usually a bit more softer features, usually a bit more of a softer voice. They are hopeless romantics, they are intuitive, but I'm also getting the vibe that even though this person is, you know, really in touch with their emotions, really in touch with their soft side, they also really know how to like laugh and have fun. And I do feel like they're a very, very likable person. For example, when you introduce them to your family or to your friends, automatically your family and friends are just going to be like, that's an amazing person. Oh my gosh, lock that person down. They are so amazing. Like I feel like your friends and your family is going to really love this person, and vice versa. Okay. I also feel like your soulmate is somebody who doesn't necessarily want a super traditional life. There could be certain interests or certain desires that they have where they don't want things to be super duper traditional. The Hierophant being reversed kind of tells me that they don't want what they grew up with for some reason. Whatever that means. I am getting this vibe that just some way in which they were brought up. Perhaps they were brought up in a really restrictive environment where their parents were maybe really controlling or really protective. And you might also have a similar thing, perhaps, or maybe not. Sometimes soulmates have very similar stuff. Sometimes there's a few differences. But I do feel like they are really wanting to not have that same type of like control or same type of protection. This person is now kind of like wanting to explore more of life, wanting to see life. They feel like they want to live more free rather than feeling like they are just controlled by everything. So that's something that I'm definitely picking up on over here. Like they don't want to be controlled or anything like that. Let's go ahead and dive into some more cards though to get some more information for you. So my group 3s, what else do we have for my group 3s? Let's see, group 3s, group 3s, group 3s. Your soulmates. Let's see. I feel like these 2 cards want to come out. So we have patience and demonstrate love. Wow. These are very similar to another group. These actually literally came out for another group, but they're coming out for you too. So I'm actually getting a totally different message than what I got for the previous group. So the have patience card, the fact that we have that also with the Hangman, it might take some time before you two actually start dating. Like this could actually be somebody that you've known for a little bit and you might start dating like much later on. Or this could be someone who, when you're together, perhaps you're wanting to wait before, getting married or before buying a house or something like this. I feel like this person, it will require some patience because this person is not in a rush when it comes to like getting married and settling down. And it might be because of different things that they're trying to avoid from their upbringing that they didn't like. So have patience with this person. I do feel like they will eventually come around. They are a hopeless romantic. They definitely are. They love. But there's something here where it's talking about have patience, like, which again could be that you just have known each other for a long time and eventually like that's actually your person that you're meant to end up with type of thing. So yeah, we also have demonstrate love. Find out what's important to those you love and act on it. That is exactly what we were talking about when I was mentioning the 3 of Cups. This person demonstrates their love through celebrating with you, through expression. And they want to know how you receive love, and this person will go to great lengths to show up for you in those ways and also do nice things for you. Like this is the type of person who's going to leave you love notes. This is the type of person who is going to give you special surprises, for example, like candlelit dinners when you come home, things like that. Like this is the type of person who's going to go above and beyond to demonstrate their love and affection for you. And I feel like that's going to be a beautiful aspect of your relationship together. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for you here. My group threes. All about your soulmate. Ooh, I feel like that card really wants to come out. So we have wisdom. This person is really smart, and perhaps they really like to have intelligent conversations. That's something that they really like. And I feel like they have a lot of wisdom from their realizations. This person is a deep thinker, which is perhaps why they've chosen to kind of change the direction of their life rather than following the exact one that they were brought up with. I'm getting a little bit of a rebel energy with that, but I think it's because they're a really deep thinker, and maybe they've had their own realizations and epiphanies that have brought them to this place of like really wanting to be their own individual. So this person is really smart. I feel like together, you two like talking about deep topics. You two also like talking about different things that like you two like having discussions on like more philosophical types of things. Like, what do you think about this type of situation? Or what do you think about this? Or, you know, you two really like going deep on your conversations together. But let's see, we also have justice coming through. I think both of you are just very supportive of each other and very supportive of each other's decisions. And something along the lines of justice here, like justice will be brought to a situation. Maybe your person is going to really need like support when it comes to overcoming fears from their past that they've already had to kind of like let go of or process. And I just feel like together, the type of support that you're going to have together, like it's going to help you both move on from situations that have been difficult for you. Like this person's going to encourage you, for example, to maybe mend a relationship from your past that maybe hasn't been mended before. And that's going to help bring justice to the situation. Oh, I got goosebumps talking about that. I feel like that's absolutely going to happen for you. This person's just going to be very loving, very supportive, and have a lot of wisdom. And you're going to really appreciate their insight, because I feel like you're going to really respect this person's thoughts and this person's opinions. I feel like you just really respect their mind, and you actually really seek out their wisdom and knowledge, which I think is going to be really beautiful, and they're going to feel really appreciated because of that. And I feel like that's also vice versa. This person is going to really respect what you think as well. And I feel like you two challenge each other, but in the best ways that help each other transform and change and become better. And I feel like that's going to be a beautiful aspect of your relationship as well. So let's see, we also have transmute. Transmute. So different maybe wounds or pains that either of you have had as you enter the relationship, both of your types of support and the work that both of you put into the relationship is going to really help transmute old pains, old fears, and bring peace to those, and to realize like that's not going to happen again. That's not going to reoccur. And the reason why it's not is because we are wise now and we have each other, and we've brought justice to these situations because of our deep talks and our understandings and our willingness to have patience and demonstrate love to each other, so that we can heal those things. So I do feel like this relationship will be quite healing. And let's see. We also have the warrior and we have the wildling. So yeah, the wildling makes total sense coming up, and the warrior does too. But the wildling, I just want to laugh because that's exactly what I feel from your person. They're a little bit of a wildling. They're going to do their own thing. They don't want to just conform to the rest of society. They don't want to just conform to the mainstream way of doing things, the traditional way of doing things. You and your person are going to be a little bit more wild together, which I think is going to be great. And you two, I feel like you desire to be different. You desire to have your freedom and be wild and do your own thing. And then we also have the warrior. I feel like both of you are willing to really put in the work necessary. And I also feel like both of you do have this warrior type of energy inside, where you will fight for what's right. You're going to fight for what you believe in. And you both are kind of coming to this point of not being afraid of confrontation and feeling your best when you're just being yourself. So that is what's coming through here. Let's go ahead and get into our last deck, and then we're going to get into some Astro Dice to end us off. Let's find any last information about your soulmate here. Okay, we already have a card coming out. We have Yin. Okay, there's a yin-yang energy between you both. Yin is the feminine energy. So this is the receiving energy. I feel like both of you are learning how to receive love. And how to properly give it as well. We also have to be fair. Both of you want equal, like equality within the relationship, equal share. Both of you are very much about finding balance with each other. For example, what responsibilities are you willing to take on and which responsibilities am I willing to take on, and how can we share those to help support each other? So I just feel like you're very aware of each other and what each other's strengths and skills are, and both of you want equal give and take in the relationship, which I think is going to bring beautiful balance to you both. And let's go ahead and see any last information. We have Scorpio energy coming up and Pluto, so definite, and the 8th house, wow. All of these are Scorpio energy. Your person, I'm just going to say, maybe you're a Scorpio, or perhaps your person has major Scorpio placements in their chart. Maybe they got a lot of Scorpio going on. Perhaps they are a Scorpio. But Scorpio is coming up really heavily here. However, let's dive into the meaning of this. Deepness, connectedness. This person wants intimacy. They are deep. You both are going to go through a major transformation together. The 8th house is usually a death and rebirth. So for some reason, I'm maybe feeling like you two may have had like a coming together and then maybe a separation and then like a coming back together and then it's like permanent. That could be. I don't feel like that's every single one of you listening to this. I do feel like that's a very, very small amount of you listening to this. Others of you, you'll never have to worry about like a coming back together type of situation, but this could also just be that you knew each other from childhood, or you knew each other growing up, or from college or something like that, and then you're going to re-meet, a little bit later on through life, and then rekindle from there. So that can also be the death and rebirth. It's sort of like maybe it starts off as friends and then all of a sudden it goes further. That can also be the death and rebirth that's being talked about here. So it can be all those different types of layers. And then Pluto is just that transformation. Scorpio is that deep, deep, deep connection. I do feel like you two are going to be very protective of over each other, and you're kind of just almost inseparable. So even if there's situations that come about that, maybe you two are going in different directions in life, it's like you guys are always just going to come back together because it's like you're meant to be. There's a magnetism there. So that's what's coming through to end us off, and that is all about your soulmate. So my group number 3s, that is your person, that is who they are. And remember to also remember to pick the second row pile, which is going to reveal all about the appearance and the looks of your soulmate, and then I will go ahead and see you in that reading. And thank you so much for joining me here today, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 4s, if you chose this pile, this is going to reveal all about who your soulmate is, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group 2s. So your soulmate, we have 2 of Cups being reversed, the Queen of Pentacles upright, and then we have 2 of Pentacles being reversed, the High Priestess being reversed. Your person is someone who is very successful. I'm gonna tell you that. With the Queen of Pentacles being right here, this person is really successful. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a really amazing job, or maybe they even own their own business, but they are quite successful, and I feel like they are really stable financially when you meet them. Also, the fact that we start off with the 2 of Cups being reversed here, it lets me know that your person has been in a very significant relationship before that was probably the conduit of them becoming very independent and very successful, because perhaps they've had their heart broken before, and I feel like it was just a very kind of negative experience for them. However, it ended up being one of the reasons why they became hyper independent and really successful, because after that, I feel like they just kind of maybe closed themselves off to love for a little while, and then just thought, I'm going to become the highest, greatest, and best version of myself. I'm going to become so successful, and I'm going to become so independent that I never have to rely on anybody else again. And one thing I can tell you is this person will never rely on you for like money or anything like that. Like, they are just independent, and I do feel like they are quite successful. And possibly this person, like the fact that we have the Two of Cups being reversed, this person has either been in a previous marriage before, or at least just a very long-term relationship that didn't work out, and then they became just uber successful. I do also feel like they might be a little bit of an overworker. The fact that we have the Two of Pentacles being reversed over here, they might feel like they have kind of a little bit of a hectic schedule, to the point where maybe they have to kind of juggle things around in order to make time for dates or other things like that. However, I do feel like they're really motivated and really dedicated to making space and making time for that, especially when they meet you. I feel like they're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm like ready to open up again. I'm ready to love again, and I want to make time for that. So I do feel like they're going to want to open up and make time for you when they meet you. However, again, prior to that, I do feel like they were a little bit of like a overworker where it might have been a little bit imbalanced, but I do feel like they're going to want to balance that out when they meet you, especially since we have Queen of Pentacles up right here, because the Queen of Pentacles, once she has someone that she loves or even a family of her own, she will go to great lengths to be a nurturer, an amazing nurturer, a provider, and all of that. And I know I'm talking about the feminine right now, but even if like obviously your soulmate might be a guy or whatever gender that they are, they're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, who is very nurturing. They are a provider. I'm just going to use the word they because, again, those of you who are watching this, again, your soulmate, it could be a man, it could be a woman, whatever it is for you. But yeah, so they are very nurturing, they're successful, they're a provider, and they will go to great lengths to make sure that their life is balanced and that they are cultivating enough time for all of the important things in their life. And they put high value on everything that they find the most important to them. They're very well-rounded with their values. They are also really focused on like health as well. So when you meet this person, they could also be really into nourishing themselves or nurturing themselves in some way, shape, or form, and focusing on their health and focusing on just meeting like a higher standard. This person, I feel like, does have high standards, high values. They like nice things, and I feel like they've already accomplished and own quite a few nice things when you meet them, because of the fact that they're already quite successful. So they may already live in just a really beautiful home that's beautifully decorated or put together. They might have like really good savings, other kind of nice things like that. And I do feel like they're really impressive when it comes to their career. The High Priestess being reversed over here, I do feel like this person has a spiritual side. However, they may not express that as much. They may not talk about that as much. I also feel like this person, this is letting me know a little bit that when you meet them, they may still have some fears and wounds just because of their past. And so they may not immediately be super trusting, or you may notice through different interactions that you have that this person might still have a little bit of like different insecurities because of their past. However, I want to make it clear that I do not see this being an issue. I do not see it being a problem, but I do see it maybe like early on in the relationship, like you just might notice that, wait, why doesn't this person why did they question that or whatever? You just might notice it in the beginning. However, this person will heal very quickly and they will become very solid. And like this person they have such a solid foundation. So I don't see that they're coming necessarily with like a bunch of baggage or anything like that. It's just you might notice that, that don't open up very fast. They don't open up very quickly. So you might see a little bit of that. I also feel like this person, when it comes to opening up emotionally, they are ready, but they are probably going to be patient and slow with it. They are not somebody who's here to rush, especially because I feel like in the past they did rush and they realized what a mistake that was. And so now, moving forward, I do feel like this person might take things at a bit more of a regular pace, or even maybe slightly longer than a regular pace. I don't feel like they're gonna take too long to move forward in a relationship, because I do feel like they're very ready to open their heart and do those things, and all of that. However, I do feel like, they're definitely not gonna rush it. I can promise you that. They are not gonna rush things. They are so much more patient. And one thing that you're gonna notice with this person is they are very patient and they are very reliable. And when they say they're gonna do something, they mean it. They are very honest. They have a lot of integrity. And even though it might take them a second to really open up, especially because of this in the past, it might take them kind of a second to warm up, I feel like are gonna really like you. And I feel like you're the first person coming into their life that they're like, oh, I'm actually ready to invest in a relationship again. Because when they meet you, they're like, yep, that is it. And I feel like they're gonna know that, but they also, again, they're very patient because they wanna do things right. This person is very much I want to do things the right way. And they've just learned a lot. This person is really smart and they've learned a lot from their past. And I feel like they've already been through a lot in their past. But because of that, they're very intelligent. They're very smart. I do feel like this person is not super young when you meet them, but they're also not super old either. They're kind of they're the right age. You're going to meet this person at the right age. But I will say it's not going to be super young, because again, this person's already going to have a bit of a past along with them. And perhaps you will have a bit of a past already as well, where you've learned a lot of things. And if you notice that you relate to this pile, I notice a lot of people in the comments of soulmate videos, they'll be like, wait, this person sounds just like me. But one thing I'm going to tell you is usually soulmates are very similar to each other. Of course, there's going to be some differences between you and your soulmate, and generally there will be certain differences. But a lot of the times there's going to be a lot of similarities between you two as well. So I just want to point that out. Also, with the High Priestess being reversed, this person is definitely not here to rush. They are also here for honesty, and honesty means a lot to them. They've been lied to in the past. I also feel like they've been cheated on in the past, and they are cautious. Not to the point where I feel like it's going to be a hindrance, but I do feel like that type of cautiousness, it's good and it will be there, and it just helps this person feel more stable, and perhaps it's going to help you feel more stable too, because both of you kind of show that both of you are very aware and respect each other's bodies. You respect each other's heart, so yeah, there's going to be a little bit more this person's a little bit slower, but in a good way. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for you. I do feel like this person's juggling a lot when you meet them. They could be juggling 2 jobs, running 2 businesses, or be somebody who's in school plus a career at the same time. I do feel like they're really successful though already when you meet them, so I don't feel like they're necessarily in school, but maybe they're just a really avid learner or something like this. They're just busy with a lot of things. Let's just put it that way. They are busy with a lot of things. So anyway, we also have love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. I love that this one came up, because this is exactly what I was trying to explain earlier. So love helps heal past hurts. The love that you two are going to have together is going to heal both of your past hurts. Things that you've experienced in the past and things that this person has experienced in the past will no longer be a trigger or a wound, because you two and the relationship that you're going to build together is one that is so much based on trust and openness and honesty, and it's built on a solid, reliable foundation because of the values that you two are entering the relationship with and the intentions that both of you have. The fact that it's with these good, solid intentions, you two are going to heal beautifully, So love helps heal past hurts, and it provides a sense of security and self-worth. So both of you are going to feel quite secure together. This is going to be a very secure relationship where you will feel safe. That is one way I can describe this relationship. You will feel safe. I also feel like your soulmate is someone who is going to show a lot of love through physical things. So this could be physical touch, also buying gifts, or surprising you with kind of like, you know, fancy things, or like a trip somewhere. Like this person doesn't mind investing their time and energy and money into you because they just see you as, you know, obviously worth it. We also have love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So you two together, one thing I'm going to say is like, you two are so solid, and you're going to have such a solid foundation together, to the point where it's like, no matter what sort of crazy storm in life happens, no matter what challenge happens, like you just know, like, this is my person, and I know they're going to be here, and I know they're going to stay. It's like any trust issues that you've had in the past that have been hard for you to overcome, you're no longer even going to remotely feel that, because this person is just so different, so enduring, and so dedicated, and so there. Like, they're just there, and they're committed. Like, you're gonna marry this person. I can tell you that for sure. The pentacle cards that are showing up, like, you're gonna marry this person. I feel like also your person's gonna become more stable as you meet them as well. They are very stable when you meet them, but they're chaotic in terms of time management. So they're gonna become more stable with that as you get to know them a lot better. And then we also have romance. So lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. They are someone who is going to lavish you with personal touch and attention. This person likes to give attention. They like to give time. That's one thing that this person wants to give you so much. But that might be also why we have Two of Pentacles being reversed, because when they meet you, they're like, wait, I want you to be my priority now, whereas work was my priority before, and it's going to be like an interesting thing to navigate, like rebalancing that. However, I do see it being rebalanced. I just see that being like an early on thing that you might notice with this person. So let's dive into our next cards here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of beautiful attraction and romance between you two, and lasting romance. One thing I can say with the Pentacles showing up, this is a very lasting romance where it feels kind of like the honeymoon stage. It just lasts. It just keeps going. And it's because this is like that slow burn that's so worth it. And I don't know if any of you have read any of those like slow burn romance books that like take so long for anything to happen. I feel like the satisfaction of your love and the passion that's going to grow because it's a bit more of a slow burn is going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. Like maybe you're going to have to wait a while before this person says, I love you. Maybe it's going to feel like you wait a little bit of time before this person says, hey, let's move in together. But I do feel like it's going to happen in divine timing. And I feel like in retrospect, you're going to be like, wait, that happened in the perfect amount of time. I love that it took that long. I love that it had that pace. You're going to love that it had that pace because it's going to create this like such a strong bond between you two, and it's very trusting and it's very reliable because nothing was ever rushed or overlooked. So yeah, let's dive into some more cards here. So we also have the devastation. Okay, this one came up for another group, and this one makes so much sense coming up here too, because this person has gone through some very interesting things in their past, like interesting in terms of like hardships. And they've been really hurt before. They have gone through some pretty wild times that you might not even be able to guess. Because I feel like this person, when you meet them, like they've worked on themselves a lot. Queen of Pentacles, she puts in the effort. This person has worked on themselves a lot by the time you meet them, that you would never even guess that they went through something so crazy before. But they did. So yes, then we have alchemical force. This person has learned from their past and actually has a very positive outlook on it now. Or will have some sort of like positivity that they've extracted from it. Because they have integrated this past experience and they see how this past experience made them who they are today and how much they know and how wise they are now. They're actually so thankful for it. That's what alchemical force is when we alchemize an experience. We transform it, we extract the gold from it, right? We turn something that was once lead, we turn it to gold, we turn it to something valuable. So they've taken a situation in their past that was maybe kind of negative and devastating, and they've turned it into something that's actually quite valuable that they are now very thankful for, which is a beautiful perspective to have. I also feel like this person's really good at alchemizing negative situations. This person is really, really, really good at that. If you ever come to them with a problem, this is the type of person that will so help you shift your perspective. They will help you extract the wisdom from anything that you go through, which I think is going to be such a valuable aspect in your partner, in your soulmate. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for you, my group 4s. We also have strength. Your person is very strong, very, very, very strong. They can endure a lot. They are also very patient. They do not blow up right away. Like, let's say that there's something that greatly annoys them or something like that. This person is so strong that they don't overreact ever. Like, they are just solid and stable, and their emotions are very solid and stable as well. So even if you do something wrong, this person has patience with you. And yes, they will express things. Yes, they will say what's on their mind, but they'll do so from a place of just like strength and patience and compassion, which I think is going to be so beautiful. We also have the card of withdraw, and we also have the card of reflect. You two are going to be very similar to each other and have different things that you can reflect on in each other. You two love talking. You love sharing your experiences together. And I feel like you both really enjoy spending time alone together. And you're also really good at giving each other space when you both need it. Because I do feel like at times, maybe there's times where both of you are kind of just like, I need a little bit of space, need a little bit of time. And both of you are just so comfortable with that, so comfortable with each other. And withdraw is also making me feel like both of you also really enjoy your private time together. Like, for example, like having a meal at home with the fireplace on and like just a fancy kind of thing to you would probably trump going out to a club or going out, for whatever sort of other thing. Not that you two don't like going out. I do feel like there's a balance between what you two both like, but I do feel like your time like at home together is like almost even more precious than the other things in life. So yeah, that is also what I'm seeing here. Then we're going to dive into one more oracle deck and then dive into our Astro dice. So let's see. My group 4 is your soulmate. All right, so our last few cards here, we have higher power. We also have clean it up. This person might really appreciate clean environments. They might be a little bit of a clean freak at times. They don't like to carry baggage either, nor do they like to carry resentment or anything like that. This is the type of person that if you ever have like a problem or an issue, they're not the type that's gonna bring it up again later on. They like to clean the slate, move past things, and truly actually move past things. This is not your type of person that's gonna hold grudges and then bring stuff up later on and be like, oh, remember when you did that too? Like this is just not that type of person. They are also very patient. They may also be into like meditation and breath work or other things like that. They could be like spiritually in tune like that with this breath card. They're also, again, this is letting me know that they're very patient. And the higher power, I feel like this person has like either faiths or belief systems or spirituality that really keeps them grounded. And they also enjoy having like higher goals and higher visions to get to. I feel like this person really enjoys that. So that is what we have over here. Let's dive into our last little bit of Astro dice to see what else we get. We have Mars. Mars is coming up a lot. In Leo, in the 4th house. 4th house is your home life. You both are going to be very motivated to create a solid foundation together. The fourth house is your foundation, your home life, your family. I wouldn't be surprised if both of you actually really desire to have a family together. Mars being in Leo is very much like, let's take action with our heart. Let's put our heart into it. Both of you are very passionate with what you do, and I feel like you're going to bring a lot of passion to the foundation of your relationship and to the building of that relationship. Both of you are wanting to build it more and more and create a beautiful space together. I feel like your home is going to be very important to you as well, and perhaps with Mars and Leo here, eventually you're going to own like a very, very, very beautiful home together, one that's kind of like, oh my God, that's my dream house type of thing. So that's a random side note that's also coming through here, but that is what we have for you, my group 4s. It's interesting, you're also group 4. 4 is coming up. Maybe 4 is like a really special number for some of you. But anyway, that's what we have going on over here. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I'm sending you all so much love, and be sure to also check out the way that your soulmate's going to look by choosing your second card from that second row if you haven't done so yet. And I will see you in your reading where we talk about what your soulmate looks like. Bye. All right, my group 5s, this is going to be a reading all about the personality of your soulmate, so let's go ahead and find out who they are. All right, my group 5s, your soulmate. So we have 3 of Wands being reversed. We actually have two 3s. The 3 of Pentacles here being reversed too. Then we also have 5 of Pentacles and then the 10 of Wands, your soulmate, your person. When you meet them, they're going to be going through a time in their life where they have been going through a bit of a hard time, and they are trying so hard to put the work in to change around their situation. They're also very independent and very much like, I'm gonna do this myself. However, it kind of seems like life threw them a bit of an unfair hand. However, I do want to say, life will never throw us something that we cannot handle. So your person can obviously handle this, whatever life is thrown at them. But you may meet them at a time in their life where maybe they are struggling a little bit. Maybe they feel a bit overburdened with the amount of responsibilities that they have to do. I'm also getting the feeling like your person has a really, really, really big heart. And perhaps they grew up a bit more like in unfair circumstances. Maybe they've always had to struggle for money. And perhaps their family still does. And I feel like your person is the type that has such a big heart that's like, no, I want to like help them. I want to provide for my family, even if it means that I'm going to keep struggling too. This person is very independent, and I feel like they really want to help other people as well. But it's almost like they don't accept help from anybody else. And that might be one of the reasons why they are where they are, is because they are just so hyper independent. So when you meet them, I feel like they're going to be going through similar things like this. But I also get the feeling, the fact that we have the 10 of Wands here, they are willing to put in the work. They are willing to work hard. And because of that, I feel like they have a lot of capability and potential to completely change around this situation and to bring in more abundance and more amazing good times in the future. But when you do meet them, I do feel like they're going to still be, just working a lot and putting in so much effort. I'm getting the feeling like this could be like someone who got left with a lot of like burdens from previous like different things that have happened in life, and it's just like they have so many responsibilities on their plate and they're taking care of a lot. But at the same time, it's like this person, they're so strong that they are capable of doing that. It's almost like they're going through so much that they haven't really let themselves dream in a little while, with the 3 of Wands being reversed here. It's kind of like maybe they've given up on their bigger vision or their bigger dreams, or they haven't even kind of taken time to think about it because they just have had so much going on. But I feel like when they meet you, you're going to kind of be a light in their life. Oh, I got goosebumps when I just said that. You're going to be a light in their life that helps them see the beauty that life actually is. And you're going to like completely shift this person's mindset, where it seems like they used to have this mindset of like, oh, I'm always going to be on my own. I'm always going to do things on my own. And I'm always just going to be left with all this burden of whatever. But I feel like when you come along, it's like all of a sudden you light up their world, you change their perspective to realizing that like they can have somebody and they can open up to be vulnerable and lean on somebody else's shoulder. I feel like this is the type of person where they almost don't even want to complain. They don't even want to, they might have a hard time like opening up emotionally is sort of what I'm feeling. And it comes from like many disappointments in their past and just needing to keep being strong. But I think as you get to know this person, you're gonna really get them to open up. They're gonna get you to open up, because also if you're listening to this right now and you're like, wait, that sounds like me, one thing I'll say is usually soulmates do have a lot of similarities. There of course will be differences, but a lot of the time soulmates are very similar to each other. So if you are relating to this in any way, shape, or form, I do feel like both of you coming into each other's lives are going to like reshape them in such a way where it's like all of a sudden there's light. Oh God, goosebumps again when I said that. This card, let me just turn this one right side up for a second. This is you two getting together, and then all of a sudden there's this bigger goal, there's this bigger light, and it's like you two have each other and share responsibilities and help each other, support each other through all things, which helps both of you elevate. It's going to help both of you literally elevate. That is your person. That's like what coming together is going to create. It almost seems like this person is at a place in their life where they're going to be like, wait, why do you want me, right? What do I have to offer? I don't have anything to give. And you're going to be like, well, here's both of us and I love you, so let's do it. And I just feel like there's going to be such a beautiful support system there, and things are going to really take off in a beautiful way where both of you are able to reach way higher goals, way higher goals than you ever thought possible before. And it's because you two are together and there's that support between you both. So we also have truth and fairness. This person wants to have somebody to open up to, and I feel like this person's going to be reliable. There's also going to be like, I feel like you're teaching this person how to receive, because I don't think they know how to receive. And that's why they are where they are. They don't know how to receive. They don't know how to receive love. They don't know how to receive abundance. But I feel like as you come into their life, you are going to show them how to receive love, because you are going to feel love for this person. And therefore it's like they're going to learn how to receive that, and then also learn how to receive more abundance in their life. And I feel like that's kind of like this balance that's going to start happening for both of you. And let's see what else we get here. Your soulmate, my group fives. Also, this could also be talking about you, by the way. This could be something that you're going through, and then your person's going to come along and be like, hey, I got your back. Let's work towards things together. So again, it could go vice versa. And your soulmate may be somebody who comes into your life and helps you through this and helps pick things up and helps pick you up, especially if you've been feeling all of these types of things where it's like you're overburdened, and perhaps there was things in your past that have happened, that have occurred, that have, it seems like life just threw you more burdens, threw you more responsibilities, when it's like, oh my God, are you serious? And the type of person that's going to be coming into your life, like both of you are going to be able to support and give to each other in the best way. Where, look at this Three of Pentacles. It's this type of collaboration where things are just moving up. They are moving forward, okay? We also do have the card of resentment, which makes me feel like this could be talking about you. It could also be talking about your person. And I feel like it's a little bit of both, because I feel like there are some similarities between you both. And this is a resentment from previous things that have happened in your life. A resentment of like somebody leaving you and then leaving you with more burdens and responsibilities. This could be abandonment issues. Other things such as this. And there is like a type of resentment there. But as you come together with your soulmate, it is going to heal that. And because this person, like your soulmate, they are dedicated, they are committed. And I feel like it's going to help heal the wounds of resentment that maybe you have from your past. And also, again, vice versa, it's going to help them heal from resentments that they've had in their past. Okay, when you do meet this person, I do feel like this person might be a little bit more cold, and it comes from a place of the resentment from their past and not really believing that anything good exists for them. But when you come along, it's kind of like, wait, what? Where did you come from? And does that even exist? So again, they might seem a little bit cold at first, but again, it comes from a place of being like, wait, what? I never received these types of nice things in my life. Therefore, like, how is this even possible? So anyway, we also have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. I do think both of you have some sort of strong foundational belief in something, and it sort of just keeps you going. And I feel like as you come together, both of you really connect on your faith. Perhaps like you're both religious in some way, or have some sort of religious connection or practices that keep your faith strong. And even if you've sort of like waned away from it or started to doubt it, I feel like as you meet your person, they're going to kind of reignite your faith. They're going to reignite your faith, not only in like a religious aspect, but I'm also feeling like they're going to reignite your faith just in life in general, and your faith in yourself, which I think is going to be so freaking beautiful. The next card that we have be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. And we were just talking about how giving and receiving is going to be a theme in your relationship with your soulmate. And we also have treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. This person is absolutely going to treasure you. And I feel like it's because you're going to be the best thing that's ever happened to this person. And you're also going to feel vice versa, that this person is the best thing that's ever happened to you. And there's going to be this beautiful treasuring between you both. Okay? It's going to be this beautiful, like, just absolute admiration and treasuring of like, you're the most beautiful, most best thing that has ever happened to me. I feel like I'm getting emotional just saying that. Let's see what else we get here. Ooh, that one kind of wanted to fly out. Speak truth. This person, I feel like, has a hard time expressing their feelings. However, with you, they're really going to learn how to open up, to learn how to just be vulnerable and open. Which is something that I feel like they've had difficulty in the past because of resentment. Resentment may have closed them off a little bit, but as you two come together and open up, it's like they're going to open up, and it's going to be the most liberating thing for them. It's going to feel so beautiful to have somebody that they feel comfortable speaking truth with and sharing their honesty with and sharing their vulnerabilities with. And they're going to feel much more light and free with you, and I feel like they're going to be offering the same for you in return. So if you have had any of those types of emotions, they're absolutely offering the same in return for you, because that's what makes a beautiful relationship, is when it's reciprocated. Things are reciprocated, things are given and received. We also have fate. It's very much like a fated connection between you two. You might notice a lot of synchronicities when you two meet each other, and it might feel fated. It might feel like, wow, this was meant to be. This was written in the stars. And I do feel like your souls were very much meant to meet this lifetime. I feel like both of you knew that you wanted to meet your person this lifetime, and you wanted to have like similar ways of connecting to each other and being able to help each other grow and ascend the kind of more struggles that came earlier on through life. It's like just this fate that you two are supposed to come together and really help uplift a lot of things. So anyway, diving into more cards here. Let's see. That one wants to come out. Play. Play is going to be so beautiful for you both, because I do feel like prior to meeting, it's almost like you were caught up in the seriousness of life, the responsibilities of life, to where it felt like life wasn't even fun anymore. But when you two come together, oh my goodness, it reinvigorates the fun, it reinvigorates the play, the spark. There's all of a sudden laughter. There is somebody to go out and just make you laugh and make you feel safe and make you feel comfortable, and to kind of just laugh off the struggles of life with, and to also remind you like, hey, life is meant to be fun, so let's go have fun together. Let's go build a fun freaking life. Like, that is the energy that this person's going to be bringing. So let's dive into another oracle deck, and then we're going to dive into our astro dice. So let's see. My group 5s. Okay, we also have serendipity. There's going to be so many synchronistic things that lead you towards meeting your person. We have a 4-leaf clover. It's almost like good luck comes into your life, and I feel like good luck is going to come into your life as you meet this person. We also have milk and honey. Like this is your milk and honey right here. This is everything. This is the divine like gift, is you being with your person. I feel like it's just going to light up your life. And I got goosebumps even just saying that again. It is the milk and honey. And then serendipity. I think there's going to be a lot of synchronicities bringing you two together towards meeting. And let's go ahead and dive into our astro dice. So we have the sun. I love that the sun came up for you in the 6th house in Scorpio. So we have Leo energy, Virgo energy, and Scorpio energy going on over here. We also do have quite a few earth signs over here, and also some fire kind of energy going on. So those could be indications of this person's zodiac sign, or a little bit more about their personality and behavior. But with the sun in Scorpio in the 6th house, I feel like as you two come together, it will absolutely transform the financial and career aspects of life for you and this person, because it seems like prior to meeting, it seems like there was a bit of struggles in that area, but afterwards, the fact that we have Sun, Scorpio in the 6th house, it's going to really illuminate, and this person will kind of really help create more stability, create more ease with life. And I think that's going to be such a beautiful thing that you both share together. The Scorpio energy is just how intimate this is for both of you. Both of you are going to be very intimately connected, and I feel like both of you are very much willing to help each other reach goals and to make things feel more stable and more secure together. And I think that's going to be a very beautiful aspect between you both. So that is what we have here, and that is all about your soulmate and your person and their personality and what's going to happen as you two meet each other and all of that. I also want to mention, don't forget to check out the looks portion of this video. So if you're curious about the appearance of your soulmate, be sure to pick your second card if you have not already, and then I will see you in your reading all about revealing what your soulmate looks like. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 1s, if you chose this pile all about the appearance of your soulmate, then let's go and see what your soulmate is going to look like. Okay, my group 1s, we have 2 different cards here that are showing a more youthful appearance. So first off, I think that your person is gonna look younger than they actually are, and they're also gonna age like fine wine. The Page of Swords and also the 6 of Cups are both very youthful, young type of energy. So again, your person probably is going to look younger than they actually are. And then Page of Swords is also someone who has a bit more like chiseled and sharp features. They usually also have some type of like uniqueness about their face that makes them really attractive and makes them really unique. The Page of Swords can sometimes also indicate that your person is going to have like a significant scar. This could be like a scar that kind of like goes across the eyebrow, or it can indicate like some other kind of like usually scar that's like on the face that they got when they were really young, but it's like something that I feel like you're gonna find really attractive on them because it's gonna make them look adventurous. It's gonna make them look bold, and it gives them this like chiseled, almost like warrior kind of feel to them, wilderness kind of vibes to them. And I think you're gonna find that really attractive. The Hermit being reversed would indicate somebody who's a bit of a head turner, someone who gets noticed when they walk into a room. So you might notice when you meet your soulmate that they are somebody who other people look at quite often. Again, they're quite a head turner. And the Two of Pentacles is somebody who's usually, they have a mix of different features going on. This could also be a mix of different ethnicities. So this could be somebody who, when you first meet them, you might be wondering like, what's your background? Like, what culture are you from? What ethnicity are you? Because I think that they're gonna have this mix where it's gonna be hard to pinpoint exactly what ethnicity that they are. But yeah, it's because they're a mix of two different ones. That's usually what the Two of Pentacles indicates. It's like the balance between two different things. The balance between two different things, though, also indicates that this person has some really good symmetry, and they have a mix of those sharp features, but then they might also have a mix of like certain curves or certain softer features, such as I'm sort of feeling like they probably have like soft looking lips and then soft looking hair, and it balances between their more chiseled, like I feel like this person, they're gonna have a chiseled jaw, and I'm also, Spirit keeps telling me that your person has a very like straight nose. It's not like a curved nose, it's not like, it's very bold and straight. And I'm also hearing that your person is gonna have really bold looking eyes, but even though they're bold looking eyes, they have like a softness to them and a sort of cuteness as well. It's bold, but it's also cute. And they have a mix of this like sexy but cute kind of energy going on. It's like this really nice symmetry and balance that they have. And I think that's why they're such a head turner. Because I think a lot of people, when they look at this person, they're like, whoa, that is unique. And that's a really nice combination of features. Like, I feel like your person is just really beautiful and gorgeous looking. So let's go ahead and dive into some more cards here for you, my group ones. It's interesting that I put the rose quartz on this group too. Rose quartz is a very like romantic kind of energy. So I am also getting that your person is going to have sort of a like a romantic look to them that draws you in, and it's youthful and cute, but then it's also like chiseled and sharp, and there's a few different aspects of them that look more bold, such as, again, their eyes and things like that. And then, of course, we also have stone people coming up. This also indicates somebody who has more of those chiseled type of features. And usually, if you think about a stone, like, it's very tough, it's very strong. And so I wouldn't be surprised if your person, their posture also looks very like strong and sturdy, and their posture is very like, it's almost like they walk into a room and they kind of command a room. They have this sort of like intensity about them. And I also feel like they're just generally like a fun type of person that laughs often and things like that. So I am getting that energy from them as well. And I feel like that's also part of why they are like a head turner, is like a combination of their personality, but then also with their appearance. Green man makes me feel like your person is very natural in the way that they look. So they like to look natural. And green man, I'm also feeling like your person, there's like an organic look to them that's also maybe a bit timeless, because Six of Cups can be something that is more timeless. Your person might even have a look to them where like you could put them in a 1900s film and they would kind of fit in, but then you could also put them in a film today. It's like very timeless. They have a very timeless appearance to them, and there's like a beauty to it, and there's like synergy and like a good energy within them. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for what your soulmate looks like. We have Speak Truth. Oh, I think you're going to be really attracted to their mouth and the way that they talk. And that might sound a little bit strange, but I think you're going to be really attracted to like their teeth. And you know, when somebody just like talks in a certain way, like their voice is so attractive, and then the way in which they speak and their body language is just very attractive. I feel like you're going to find your soulmate, like you're going to be really enamored by them whenever they're speaking, and I think you're going to really like their voice. You're going to be so drawn to their voice. Let's see what else we get. My group ones. We have Get Creative. Let's get one more card here. So your person, I feel like when it comes to their style, they're creative with their style. I do feel like they like more organic, more natural kind of looking stuff. I don't feel like they overly try. However, I do also feel like they are creative with their style. Like they can get fun, they can get creative, they're interesting. They're somebody who also stands out as well. I also think you're gonna really find them attractive for their mind. That's coming through, and I know that has kind of nothing to do with appearance, but that's just something that's coming through here, is that your person is going to have just a very attractive mind. I think that you're going to really enjoy talking to them about deep topics. I'm also getting that your person is artsy, but they also kind of like natural things, and they are more like organic. Also with Green Man, I wouldn't be surprised if your person also spends a decent amount of time outside. So they probably wear clothing that might resemble somebody who's a bit more like adventurous, a bit more fun, has maybe traveled quite a bit. So I'm getting a little bit of that sort of style within this person as well. So that is what we have here. My group number 1 is all about the appearance of your person. In terms of like height and hair color and eye color, a couple little things that I'm getting here is that this person either has like a hazel or green eye, like eye color. That's like what I'm mostly getting here, is a bit more hazel or green, or even a slight grayish tone for their eye color. In terms of height, I do feel like this person is more of average height. And then in terms of, and I'm only saying that because with Page and 6 of Cups, this is somebody who's more balanced, a little bit more average in height. And then in terms of hair color, there's not a hair color that's super standing out to me. I feel like this person just has a very natural hair color, is what I'm getting from Green Man and Stone People. And also with the cards that we have over here, there's like a mix of different possibilities, especially because I think that this person has like a mixed ethnicity. So their hair color, it could be a little bit different for each of you. Again, these are general readings, so sometimes spirit will be like, oh, there's super specific stuff coming through with that, and sometimes it's a little bit more open. But I can tell you like hazily greenish kind of eyes, and yeah, that is what we have over here in terms of the appearance of your person, my group number 1s. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. Okay, my group number 2s, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about the appearance of your soulmate. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so we have Temperance, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and then also the Emperor being reversed. In terms of the appearance of your soulmate, we have a lot of cup cards going on over here. Cup cards indicate more softer, more supple type of features, but the cups are also very romantic, and they indicate a little bit more of like fuller hair, so thicker hair that has a bit more body to it. It's maybe even longer hair that is like wavy or curly, or something like that. And then also the cups are more like supple lips and like just fuller type of features. And the Temperance over here would indicate like a beautiful balance that they have. And Temperance is something that's very like, it's romantic. It is a beautiful blend and mix of different features going on. So I would say that your soulmate is somebody who has like great symmetry and great balance within their appearance and within their body, and they just have a beautiful mix going on. The 2 of Cups is something that's harmonious, and the Temperance is also something that's harmonious. So your person looks very harmonious, and I'm also hearing that your person has a blend of style. So for one, I feel like they are somebody who likes to get ready if they're going out. If they're going out for a dinner, if they're going out with their friends, they like to look their best. Like they really clean up. They love to maybe like dress fancy, dress nice. But then they also have this balance of being able to be sort of a lazy homebody and not really care too much about their appearance, especially when they're at home, just in the comfort of their own space. So I do see that they have like a blend of both of those different styles, but when they do go out, like I am definitely seeing that your person, they are fancy, they are nice, they are maybe a bit more blingy or wearing just, again, more fancier kind of things. So that is also what I'm getting over here for their appearance. The cups, in terms of like eye color and also in terms of like hair color and all of that, is usually the cups are, they normally talk about like the texture of hair. When it comes to the color of hair for your person, I'm getting like browns are really sticking out to me, like browns for their hair color. For their eye color, I feel like it could go in either a bluish direction, because the cups are kind of reminding me of the water, which has this bluer type of color, but I am also seeing like browns for the eye color as well. So again, it is a general reading, so sometimes spirit does give a little bit more broader options in general readings, but that's sort of what I'm seeing for like hair and eye color is the most likely thing. But I am definitely seeing like fuller hair for sure. It's like fuller, it's thicker, it's possibly like a bit wavy and maybe even curly. Dreamtime creation coming up. Oh my goodness, your person is dreamy. They are a dreamy, dreamy person. This is somebody who I feel like when you meet them, you're just gonna think, oh my gosh, like the combinations of everything that you are and everything that you have, I feel like you are gonna feel very enamored by this person, and you're gonna really just enjoy their appearance so much. The rebirth card that we have, this is like telling me that your person can really, again, clean up. It's almost like they're like reborn and they're like, ooh, look at me today. And I also feel like they kind of enjoy experimenting with their look. So perhaps like they change their style once in a while, or like their makeup looks or their hair looks. Like maybe they'll do something different with their hair one day and like gel it in a different style, or put it up in a certain way, or let it down, or do something. Like I feel like your person enjoys experimenting with their appearance and playing around with like new styles and things like that. And they'll probably be like, ooh, how do you like my hair like this? Or how do you like this? Or I grew a beard today, how do you like that? Or whatever, you know, I'm throwing out all the different options for different ideas here, but I do feel like your person enjoys experimenting with that and sort of renewing themselves once in a while, just for like a new, fresh look. I feel like your person might get bored a little bit with looking the same all the time, which is like natural, that happens. So yeah, anyway, I feel like your person is a little bit more like that. And then we also have paradox and patience. So I feel like your person, they age gracefully is what I'm hearing in the patience card. It's kind of like it's a slow kind of like process for them. They're a bit more timeless, a bit more ageless. So they might age really well, and I feel like you're going to be really attracted to them throughout their life, throughout your life, which is going to be so beautiful. And then we also do have paradox. Paradox is when like two different things happen and it's like, wait, it doesn't even make sense. It's something that's different. So I do feel like your person has like uniqueness to them that makes them stand out, but it works for them. So maybe their style is like a little bit different than your average person, but it really works for them. Or perhaps they do their hair in a way that's really different, or just something about their appearance. It's different, it stands out. I feel like they're really unique in that way, but it's beautiful and it works for them. And I feel like you're gonna really enjoy the type of uniqueness that they have. The Two of Cups, the fact that we have the Two of Cups and also Temperance, this person is very like harmonious. They have a blend of like symmetry and it just works. Again, it's like in harmony. And the Three of Cups is making me feel like there's something about their appearance that is gonna be like really like, oh yeah, I'm excited to show you off type of thing. I feel like that's how you're gonna feel about your person, is like, oh, I'm really excited to show you off. You're so my type and you're so perfect that I feel like you're gonna really be excited to take them out and go places. We do also have the card of Fate, which has an egg on it. This can also symbolize more youthfulness. So aging really gracefully and things like that. Also with the egg card, this is making me also feel like there's a message here of that you two will have really beautiful kids together. that's coming through. So if that's something that you're thinking about, or if that's something that you want in your life, there is a message about that. Again, it is a general reading, so if you don't want kids, that message is obviously just ignore that, because again, it's a general reading. But I am feeling for those of you who do want kids, I feel like you and your person, you're gonna get a lot of compliments on like, you two are gonna make gorgeous kids together. And I feel like you're gonna hear that quite often. And yeah, let's see if I can see any last things within these cards. I am feeling like your person has longer hair, or like if they're a guy with shorter hair, I at least feel like maybe they have like a significant like maybe like beard or other like facial hair that's going on that makes them unique. But for some reason the word hair keeps standing out to me. So again, if they're a guy who has short hair, I'm feeling like they'll have something else going on with their hair that's like really attractive to you and things like that. Or maybe they wear like a man bun and have longer hair like that. And then, yeah, I'm just hearing like longer hair is coming through. So that is what we have here. My group number 2 is all about the appearance of your soulmate. So thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 3s, if you chose this pile, this is gonna be your reading revealing all about what your soulmate looks like. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, group 3s, what a fun reading we have so far. So we have 10 of Cups, Strength, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Your person is so gorgeous. I feel like you are going to feel so lucky. Like every time you look at your person, you're just gonna be like, oh my God, how did I get you? But one thing I can say is your person does not even like kind of realize how beautiful they are, because this 2 of Swords is when we don't really see it. So I feel like your person, they might have this sort of like shyness and cuteness about them, but they're radiant at the same time. Like, you know that person that just like, they don't know they're beautiful, but they're like stunning and they're radiant. And every time they walk into a room, it's like, oh my God, that person's gorgeous. But at the same time, they're more like shy, a little bit more like, ah. So your person, they have that sort of tendency about them. Shy, but like drop dead gorgeous. Strength and 10 of Cups is like that drop dead gorgeous kind of energy. Also, the fact that we do have Strength coming up, this is usually indicating somebody who likes working out, or maybe they go on walks a lot, maybe they go on hikes a lot. They're like adventurous, or again, very fit. Like they have muscle tone going on. They are somebody who's active. They're really, really active. Especially also, we have 2 of Wands here too. Like this person is outdoorsy, they are active. I feel like they move around a lot. So you might notice that their body is like really toned, really, they might have prominent muscles and things like that. And 10 of Cups is somebody who is just, again, really dreamy. They are exactly your type of person. And I also feel like you're gonna be really into their personality, because again, there's somebody who they don't realize their beauty. And so, you know, whenever you tell them that they're beautiful, they're very like, oh my God, what? Like, you know, it's gonna be kind of like this cute kind of energy that I'm getting from this. Also, when it comes to the rest of their appearance, Strength card is connected to Leo, which is also connected to hair. So I also feel like you're gonna really like this person's hair. For whatever reason, I feel like you're gonna really enjoy their hair. And I feel like this person also really cares about their hair. So maybe they like to style it, or maybe they just have really kind of thick, healthy, glowing hair. Maybe their hair is something that stands out as a feature for them. And I also am getting, since it's connected to the lion, this person also has this sort of like lion energy about their appearance, which might be more of that like that cat appearance, like more cat eyes. This could also be somebody who just has that sort of, it's sort of like a mix of like feminine and masculine. If you think about a lion, it's related to like the feline energy, which can be a bit more feminine. However, the lion is also like this mix of masculine. So I do feel like your person is going to have that sort of mix of features that are a beautiful blend of masculine and feminine. Also, when we have a lot of twos, it does indicate a blend as well. Twos, for one, can indicate that your person has a nice balance and symmetry within their features. It can also indicate a blend of ethnicities of some kind. It can also indicate blends of other things, like they have a balance and a blend of like chiseled plus soft features, for example, or like muscle and tone plus curves within their body, you know, things like this. It's indicating kind of like a blend and a balance going on. The swords, anytime swords come up in an appearance reading, it'll indicate that they do have certain sharp features that are really bold and stand out. Wands indicate more of a fit, slender appearance. And the wands are also, again, active. They're fiery. They move a lot. So your person is somebody who has an active kind of physique. We also have desert, vision quest, their eyes. The fact it says vision, their eyes. You are going to love their eyes. To you, it's really going to stand out. They have really bright, like a bright appearance. The fact that we have strength, which is connected to the sun. That can also indicate that they have like a glowing type of tan. Like their skin is very glowing, and it can also indicate that they spend a lot of time in the sun. So they might have like more tan skin, and their eyes are gonna really stand out for you. In terms of eye color, we have such a mix of different kind of elements going on over here. So something that I'm hearing is that since this is a general reading, Spirit isn't wanting to give a particular eye color or hair color just because we have such a mix of different elements. We have the cups, which are water, we have fire, and we have air going on. And then also this one's kind of fiery as well. So because of the mix of elements, I feel like your person, they'll have like a beautiful mix of different kind of features. And again, just because it's a general reading, I'm not going to get into eye color and hair color for you. If we had like really dominantly like all cup cards or all sword cards, I feel like Spirit would be being more clear about that. But for you, they're kind of mentioning that their other features are going to be more specific for you. We also have music of harmony. Of course, this one talks about having a very harmonious appearance, something that for you, you're just like, oh my God, they're like this perfect balance. They're this perfect blend of exactly what it is that I want. I also feel like your person has nice style. Like the way that they dress, it's just harmonious. It's nice. It's beautiful. They always kind of like fit in wherever they go. I feel like your person can dress up nicely, especially because we have this Leo energy. So your person can be really radiant when they get ready, when they do themselves up. But I am also feeling like your person, they have a balance and they have a blend, but I do feel like in your gaze, in your eyes, you're always going to be thinking like, wow, my person's just always looking stunning. They're always looking beautiful, and things like that. So we have also the observer coming through. You're going to really, really enjoy the way that this person looks. And I also feel like a lot of other people, your person's like a head turner. People are like, oh my gosh, who's that? So yeah, you might notice that. We do also have the wolf energy coming through, get wild. It's interesting, we have lion energy and wolf energy. Your person has like a very free type of like appearance. It's fun. It's like adventurous. They keep having this adventurous energy. And so when it comes to their appearance, maybe they look like they just do themselves, right? They're themselves. They're not trying to fit in with anybody else. They might have a style that it just reflects who they are. It's unique, and they don't do it to fit in. They're kind of just like, I do me, and I look the way I want to because that's what I want to do. Also, the wild card makes me feel like their hair sometimes, like maybe they have very wild hair. And I think that you're going to really enjoy when their hair is just kind of wild and free and doing its own thing. Like perhaps they just have that sort of, again, lion type of like look and appearance. Sometimes the lion can also indicate that this person will have like a slight up curve in their lip. I know that might sound really specific and really like, okay, that's getting really specific, but sometimes the lion, like, because if you think about a cat mouth, it kind of has those up curves. And so it can indicate that. And then we also have the explorer. So yeah, your person's adventurous. They have an adventurous look. They have an adventurous appearance. Explorer can also indicate that they might be from a different cultural background than you are. So they could be from a different part of the world, a different cultural background, different ethnicity. And they could also be very like worldly in their style. So maybe this person travels a lot or something like that. And perhaps they've picked up styles from around the world. You know, maybe their hair, they've got inspired by whatever culture, and then the clothes that they wear, maybe it's like, you know, just from different places in the world that they've been, and then they get inspired by those things. So that's also another little thing that I'm getting here in terms of the appearance of your soulmate. So my group number 3s, that is what we have for you. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. Sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. Okay, my group 4s, if you chose this pile, this is going to be a reading, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, my group 4s, this is what we have for you. We have Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Empress. One of the first things that I was feeling off the bat with the Nine of Swords showing up here is your person, their body language is a little bit more shy. Like they are not the type of person that's gonna go and stand in the middle of a room and be like, oh, hey, look at me. Like your person is a little bit more like shy or even a bit more mysterious. And I'm getting that your person has a bit more of a mysterious appearance as well. So they could wear darker colors a lot, and they could just have this aura of mystery around them. They also have a romantic appearance because Knight of Cups coming up indicates romance. The Empress indicates romance. So one thing about your person is they're very alluring, and they don't even, like your person doesn't even try to get attention, but I feel like they kind of automatically do because they're like that mysterious type of person that you're kind of like, oh, who's that? They're like not talking much. They're not, like they stand out because they don't stand out. You know what I mean? They are kind of like the, ooh, I'm getting like the tall, dark, and handsome, or, you know, if this is like a girl, she would be a bit more like mysterious, quiet, and shy. Like that kind of energy. I am also getting that this person probably does have like darker features to them, and it's part of their sort of like, it's what makes them have this more mysterious kind of aura. And I feel like you're going to be very interested in this person because of the sort of mysterious energy that they give off. Although they have this like this beautiful soft side to them. This beautiful, beautiful soft side that comes out. And I feel like your person is so kind. And I know we're talking about personality when we're talking about looks, but for some reason that's like coming through as I'm like diving into this a little bit. And yeah, I'm getting like a romantic Venusian energy. The Empress is connected to the planet Venus, which is connected to beauty. There is like this gorgeous allure about your person. And I feel like they're going to be just perfect for your gaze and perfect for everything that sort of draws you into somebody. I feel like they're going to have that perfect blend. The Ace of Wands as well is somebody who has like it's sexy. There's a sexiness about this person. They are mysterious. They are sexy. I'm getting that they have these darker features that you're just going to be so drawn to. I also feel like your person, they have this type of personality that you're going to be so into. Your person doesn't give just anybody the time of day. Like if this person's giving you their time, it's like they actually obviously really like you and are interested in you. It's kind of like the person that's almost like hard to get. But then obviously you're going to get them because they are your soulmate. So yes. Also with the Empress, this card can also indicate that when you see this person, you're just going to feel like, oh my God, like just when they look at me, I feel like we're making babies together. You know that kind of feeling when you're so drawn to somebody that you're like, oh my God, I want to have that person's babies. The Empress card is connected to children and being pregnant and things like that. So I feel like when you see this person, you're just going to be like, oh my God, yes, like that's, that is the person that makes me want to procreate. Anyway, so Knight of Cups as well over here, very romantic. Ace of Wands, there's a sexiness, there's a very strong attraction between you and this person. And yeah, a bit more mystery and darker features going on. So let's see what else we get for you. And it's interesting that I put like a dark crystal on this group because I had no idea which cards were hiding under here, obviously, until we do the readings. And it's interesting I put this beautiful purple crystal. Why am I blanking on the name right now? Anyway, the name will be in the description box, but it's like a more darker, mysterious crystal. And I feel like your person has these darker tones and they're more mysterious. And look at, we even have emergence. So yeah, your person is mysterious, but of course with you, they kind of emerge and open up and you get to see more about them than anybody else gets to see. And I'm getting that your person is like definitely more private. And I know we're talking about personality, but for some reason that's coming through so strongly in your reading. And yeah, it's like you get to see more about them than anybody else does. I also feel like your person's not showy. Like when it comes to their style or anything like that. Like this person's not trying to like show off themselves. They keep themselves more private and more modest, but yet they are like fiery sexy and like everyone thinks that, and it's because of their of all of who they are. So let's see what else we get here. My group fours. We also have childhood innocence. When childhood comes up, it can indicate that we still have some of these like more softer, nurturing features about us. The fact that we also have Empress and childhood coming up and both of them indicate kids, it can indicate that maybe Spirit wants you to know that this is like, you know, you guys are going to create a family together. Or if that's not in the cards for you, that's not in the picture, I do feel like you might get comments quite often about like, oh my gosh, you two would make gorgeous babies, and things like that. They also might be somebody that has like a nice youthfulness to them. And let's see, we also have the Sage. This person, yeah, they have like this darker style, but they are such like a nice, kind type of person. The Sage can also indicate that this person has a very refreshing appearance because this person's not trying to fit in like everybody else. I feel like your person, they are not a trend follower. They could care less about what trends are happening and going on. They kind of just be themselves. And yeah, they don't really care about the trends and stuff. So their style is a bit more, it's them. They also are very creative when it comes to their style. They just follow what they like, with the Get Curious card coming out here. And then we also have Compassion. You're gonna really enjoy like I feel like this person has a couple like soft features. Like they have this mysterious intensity, but then it also comes along with these like softer features that I feel like you're going to be really drawn to about them. And yeah, I feel like this person, they try so hard not to stand out because they don't want to stand out, but at the same time, by doing so, they just do stand out. And that's what this Reclaim is, wearing this crown. It's like they do actually stand out. And I feel like this person has gone through insecurity, so you might notice in their body language again that they might come across a little bit more like shy, a little bit more withdrawn. But I feel like as you open them up, they will kind of like, their confidence is going to start shining again and things like that. That's also what I'm hearing. But yeah, your person's eyes are also going to be something that really draws you in. It's going to really draw you into them. I also feel like their smile is going to draw you in. The Sage, just since we have these teeth that are right here, it is making me feel like you're gonna really enjoy their smile. So that is what we have for you. My group number 3 is all about the appearance of your soulmate and what they're going to look like. So thank you so much for joining me here today for this video. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 5s, if you chose this one, this is gonna be all about the appearance of your soulmate. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Wow, okay, my group 5s, we actually had more cards come out for you than the other groups, which is interesting. But one thing I'll say, this Hierophant card, right as our center card, when you see your person, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this person was carved by the gods. The Hierophant is very connected to like godly kind of energy, and I feel like you're gonna see your person and be like, they were chiseled by the gods. They look like heavenly to you. Also, with the Hierophant and with our double 9s over here, I'm getting this feeling like your person is very tall or like above average in height, and they're a bit more broader and bolder in their appearance. So they might have really broad shoulders. They might have like really strong muscle tone in their body. Something that's like it's strong. They have a sturdiness about them. It's a boldness as well, where they're like very stable. And I feel like you're gonna feel very like safe around this person, and also very comforted. And it's sort of like you can be around this person and just feel protected and safe because of their sort of like just intensity that they have and the strength that they kind of appear with. The 9 of Pentacles is when we feel very abundant and fulfilled. So I feel like your person is going to have like a lot of abundance. There's abundance in their appearance, where they have like more height than the average person. They have more broadness than the other person, or than the average person. Things like that. Like you're going to feel very abundant and, again, very safe around your person. And then the 9 of Cups is when we feel like our wish has been fulfilled. So when it comes to your soulmate and the appearance of your soulmate, I feel like you're going to feel very satisfied, very excited about the way that they look. The Death card can indicate transformation, and it can also indicate like a more darker features. So this person might have darker hair, they might have darker eyes, they might have darker skin, but it just indicates like more of a darker features, or even a darker style. So the clothing that they wear might be a bit more of those darker shades, darker tones, things like that. So they have a bit more of the tall, dark, and handsome kind of look. Or if this is a woman that we're talking about, they would be a bit more like darker toned skin. They might even be like a taller woman than normal. And she might have like some bigger features, like bigger hips, bigger like other, more of like the hourglass type of figure. It's bold, it's strong, it's beautiful, it's fulfilling, it's like a fuller type of energy. So anyway, that is what we're getting for that. The Page of Cups indicates like a nice soft energy that's mixed in with this as well. The Page of Cups is a bit more of a subtle card compared to the other cards that we have going on here, but she brings kind of this energy of like a slight cuteness, or even just a slight softness. So when you look into your person's eyes, even though they might have these bold eyes that really stand out with this bold face, they also mixes in this softness, this suppleness. So they might have like when you look into their eyes, you might see softness there, kindness there, alongside with this more bold intensity type of energy with the rest of their appearance. So there's a little bit of softness there as well. And let's go ahead and dive into some more cards about the appearance of your person. So we also have Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom. Ooh. I feel like you're gonna really like the way that this person looks when they age and as they get older. And also with the Shaman, this is also making me feel like this person has this maybe like spiritual side to them, or they might even have they might have a really interesting background with their appearance as well. They might have an interesting background or an interesting like culture or ethnicity. that influences their appearance, maybe their style, or maybe, you know, the way that they actually physically look. We do also have dawn of new beginnings. So when it comes to their look, they may have like had a transformation in their life or like a glow up in their life. Maybe they weren't born being like this strong, and you know, maybe that's something that they've had to like work for. Dawn of new beginnings can also indicate that their eyes just have this beautiful glow to them. And I'm also hearing that with dawn, their eyes and their eyebrows, like it lights you up, and their eyes and their eyebrows have like a nice softness within them. That's what I also feel like with the dawn card as well. Let's see. We also have ocean, ebb and flow. This can indicate a really beautiful mix that they have when there's like some beautiful ebbs and flows where this person has a mix of those like bold features, but then it mixes in with a little bit of that softness. So again, it's kind of repeating a little bit of that kind of energy. Also, if you think about ocean, the way the ocean moves is very like fluid. I feel like you're gonna really like the body language of your soulmate because they move in a way that's like, it's slow, it's soft, it's healing. You can tell that this person just creates this aura of safety, this aura of like nurturing, this like slow, respectful aura. I feel like they have like a respectful type of body language. And I think you're gonna really like that about your person. Let's see what else we get here. My group fives. We also have boundaries. Your person has also, okay, so yes, they have this like respectful, safe aura, but then at the same time, they have this blend of like, people don't want to cross your person either because they have that intensity, that strength, that boldness. So nobody would want to ever mess with your person. However, they also have that safety and nurturing type of energy as well. Boundaries also makes me feel like they look tough. Like your person, they look strong, they look tough. Let's see. Underworld. They are strong. Your person has had to go through a lot to build them into who they are. And that might shape their appearance. Like you might be able to see in their eyes, like, oh my gosh, this person has been through a lot. They've had to overcome a lot. Also within their body language and just in their appearance, you can tell like this person, like I'm getting a bit more ruggedness from them, a bit more of a rugged appearance, especially if this is a man that we're talking about. If this is a woman, she's gone through a whole big like transformation, and like she's like really had a beautiful glow up that is going to be so like stunning and gorgeous. And again, if this is a man, I'm feeling like a bit more rugged vibes, rugged energy. And let's go ahead and pull one more card to get any last information. So we also have Get Curious. Your person has like a fun aura and a fun energy. And Get Curious, I feel like when you see this person, their appearance is very like, it's interesting, it's unique. It's not something that you see every day in every person. And I feel like it's alluring in that sense because it's not like a average person. Like this person stands out, and they have all these features that do make them stand out very naturally. Just even I feel like their height would make them stand out, or their boldness and their strength and their ruggedness would make them stand out. So that is all the things that we have for the appearance of your soulmate, my group number 5s. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this video. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye.